Hey traders, Shane from GMT Futures and FX. I want to take you through a bit of a revision on our PT10, which is our coffee strategy. And what I'm looking at today at the moment is looking at an optimization for week 39, because every 4 weeks we re-optimize the strategy, stops, targets, trailing stops, and time of the day analysis. And what I've done is I've basically had a look at the system. The system hasn't been tracking too badly, but it definitely needs a little bit of an... So this has been our last couple of weeks here. You'll see that it's been going okay, not as well as we would like it to be going. Obviously, negative 18, 13 2 weeks ago, then a $400 win last week, but not really setting the world alight like it did previously. So it's time for the strategy to be re-optimized and for us to go through and look at some improvements. So let's have a look. What I've done is I've done a couple of pieces of analysis here, but I wanted firstly quickly look at the time of the day analysis. So if I go through and do a re-optimization on the time of the day, which would be about the last thing I would do in my process, because generally what I do is I re-optimize my stop, so my initial stop, my trailing stop, my targets, and then I'll re-optimize my time of the day. So if I'm going to re-optimize my time of the day, I generally look at the start time, end time, obviously, and I'll set the timer from 0 to 10, and then with a 10-minute increment or a 5-minute increment. This is a tick-based chart, but if it was a time-based chart, then I'd set it in the increment that I've got the time on. So if it was a 3-minute chart, I'd do a 3-minute increment. But at the moment, I'm setting it up as 10-minute increments. So my initial test will be 0 to 10, and then the second lot of optimization I'll do, which will be the end time, will be 10 o'clock or 10:01 to 1400, because I know this market closes around 1330, so I've got to make sure that I don't put a ridiculous 24-hour time slot in there. So that's my optimization. Once I've done that, I'll be happy with looking at the new settings. Now at the moment, what I've done is I've actually gone through and re-optimized this system, and I'll just show you what I've come up with as far as the optimization process. So we'll grab, so traders, strangely, the new time of the day for the long side is a very, very brief 9:50 to 10:10, and on the short side we have a period that runs 8:30 to 13:26, so just before the market closes. However, so that's the time of day. That gives us much better results as far as the performance going back over that 4-month period. We've got $120 average trade net profit, 47% strike rate, 134 trades, and we're sitting at around about 3,600 max drawdown. However, if we go down to the next little bit of analysis I've added in here, I've actually revised the longs and the shorts because I wanted to make sure that... So what I've done here is I've gone in and revised the longs and shorts to make sure that we're not trading any days that are not as profitable. Because if we have a look here, you'll see that there's actually some days that are not profitable at all. On Friday longs aren't too bad, but Friday shorts are pretty ordinary at the moment, so negative 14.99. Now I'm going to talk to you about the Thursday Friday scenario here, because I've done some optimization on just those 2 days. So here's the new time of the day. That looks pretty good. This is when we go in and revise the longs and shorts and only put in the best days of the week to trade. The average trade net profit runs up to $199, which is fantastic. 50% strike rate, 77 trades, and we've got 15K's worth of profit. So that's much better if we eliminate the poorer days of the week. And our max drawdown is down to 1986. So just revising the times day. Now what I did was I thought, well, okay, the interesting thing is here though, I know from trading coffee, that Friday has been a very, very good day to trade. And I'm wondering why on the short side, it's coming up with a fairly, or not a great performance on the short side. So if I go into Friday shorts, let's have a look at the Friday shorts. We'll turn that back on just to get a bit of a look at what's happening on the short side. If we go Friday shorts, we'll turn both of those days on. You'll see that it's a little bit disappointing. $443, not fantastic. So we'll turn that. Neither is Thursday short, so I'll turn that off. So what I thought, well, what I might do is I might go in and actually optimize just those days independent of all the other days. So just turn just turn Fridays on and do a test, basically just looking at Fridays. So can I improve that over exactly the same period, 4 months? And what happened was quite dramatic in that if you look at my results on a Friday on the short side, I've got a max drawdown of $326. I've got an average trade net profit of $443.66. And remember, this is an intraday strategy, so it's closing at end of day. 75% strike rate, 8 trades. I've modified the pivots as well, so they're trading slightly separately or differently than they were. So it seems to me that just optimizing this particular day, this Friday, has worked much better. So that's this now. This here is Friday shorts. So insert Friday shorts. Now if I put that together with what I've already got, because I had Friday shorts off. So Friday shorts and revised. And that's just trading that one day. So if that's the case, then let's have a look at, we'll go back to the longs. Are we trading Friday longs? No, we're not. Let's have a look here. I think we are. Let's just double check. We are trading Friday longs. Friday longs isn't fantastic though. It's not really performing as well as we would want it. In fact, the long side isn't performing that well at all. So let's see if we can do a little bit better on the long side. So if I grab Friday shorts, if I actually just grab the longs here and go edit, copy, and we'll call this Friday longs and see if we can get that performing a little bit better as well. Hey traders, thank you for joining us for our walkthrough video on optimizing PT10. I'm going to leave Friday longs to another time to take you through that, just optimizing that particular day of the week. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to catching you on our next video update. Cheers.